They were aware of it. I think I'm happy for them, to be rewarded, to be acknowledged for their hard work. But it's a long season. And, the only one that matters is the last pairwise before the NCAA tournament. And, we got to make sure that we're continuing to get wins and continuing to move up the chart to stay relevant in that poll. That's the one that matters at the end. But I am happy for the guys because they have put a lot of hard work into this point. But at this point, it doesn't mean much.
Interesting. Gets an award for goaltender of the week. I know you're pretty happy with how he played.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? He earned that opportunity in practice. He earned the opportunity in the mop-up duty against Wisconsin. So, for him to go in and play well, and giving up the first one, I thought his angle was off. And, I don't think that, he probably would take that angle again on a shooter like that. But from that point on, he made the game easy for himself. He put every puck into a non-dangerous area, whether it went in the crowd or in the corner, or he covered it. And to do that, it makes the game easy on our defenseman and for him. So, hopefully he can continue that.
Is this play forcing you to kind of consider maybe playing him or doing some kind of rotation with him and Ante?
Absolutely. You earn your ice time in our program, and that position's no different than anybody else.
How do you plan on balancing that going forward?
Not sure yet.
On the goal he did give up, Dave Dennis and I were at somewhat of the same angle. We couldn't tell if the defenseman screened Matthias or not. What were your thoughts in terms of the point of view from that?
Yeah, the defenseman's job is not allow a puck to go through. So, at that point, their player had carried it from the blue line all the way to the top of the circle. So, as a defenseman, if you can keep the puck on one half of the rink and the same puck carrier, that goalie should be square, and that's his shooter. So, I thought our defenseman did a great job playing the 2-on-1, and, it's just a save that I'm sure Izzy would like to have back.
Tech is in a little bit of a slump right now, but you pretty much know that it could be dangerous on any given night.
Yeah, for sure. You know what? They got a lot of guys in that team that have had a lot of success. To start the year, obviously they won the icebreaker, beat quality opponents. They've played 4 tough games. Like Mankato's a good team, and Bowling Green is showing they're a really good team. So, did they come out on the wrong end of those games? Yeah, but they were really close games. If you watch the tape, they're right in every one of them, and it's one bounce one way or one bounce the other way. So, had they won the 4 games or had they lost the 4 games, that doesn't change my feeling about their program or their team.
Well, Friday night you weren't happy with your top guys, but you felt like they really turned it around.
Yeah. And that's the burden and the responsibility of the ice time those guys get. And on Friday, I thought they led the charge a little bit in the turnover category and lack of physical play. And we talked about that as a group. And on Saturday, I thought they led the charge the right way. And the game starts and we put pucks below the goal line, and there's physicality, and Adam Rockwood's finishing hits, and when guys like that are stepping out of probably their comfort zone to try play the game plan. It kind of gets infectious for the rest of the guys. And, I thought they were great on Saturday. And, we still have to continue to find more depth scoring. It's been the same guys that have scored for us all year. So, we need to, if we're going to continue to be successful, we need to have some depth scoring from some other guys besides, the guys who have scored so far.
Troy Loggins has been putting up shots, and he's finally getting rewarded for it. That's got to be a good thing for him.
Yeah, Troy is, when and even when I look back in April, I turned on the tape and I wanted to watch the team. And like I said, I didn't want to watch too much of the team, but there's one guy that popped every time I watched, and it was Troy Loggins. He's got quick twitch. He's got really good hockey IQ. He's got a good stick. He's competitive. He's physical. He's all the things that you hope for in a player. And, when he's getting shots and he's around the net, eventually those are going to go in. And, in hockey, sometimes it takes, about 8 shots for a goal. And, Troy had, 30-some and had 1 goal or 2 goals. So you knew it was going to come. We need other guys to get more shots. We need to get to the net front more. There's a lot of areas for us to improve on. And a lot of them are the offensive side of the puck, and we just got to keep working on that part of our game.
Special teams, you guys, it's been a concern at the start of the year, but you guys really came to come together Saturday night. Do you
Yep.
feel like it's reaching where you want it to be, or is there still a lot of work to be done?
Yeah, no, it's coming. I think the penalty kill, even though it did give up the one goal on the weekend, if you're going to give up a goal from there, I think you're never okay with that. But when you're talking about coaching the penalty kill, people are going to get shots, and it was just one of those weird ones that got through Ate. We really didn't give up a ton of scoring chances. We did a good job keeping the puck to the outside. We did a good job blocking shots, and we had a season high on Saturday of hits, blocks, and season low of turnovers. So, those things go hand in hand, and you saw the outcome of the game, and penalty kill is no different. I mean, if you get a chance to clear a puck and you get it 200 feet, it's 15 seconds. You block a shot, that's a save it doesn't have to make. So, some of those things go together, and I think we're doing a way better job on the special teams, and now we just got to generate 5-on-5 more.
Before you came to NMU, what did you think about the Tech Northern rivalry?
It's hard to know because you don't have any background for it. You heard about it, but until you're living it, you wouldn't know. And it's, to be honest, it's very similar to my old job. There's a couple border schools that were big time rivals for us, and this week's no different. And, I know that our guys are laser focused for the weekend because of the opponent, and I'm sure that our opponent, we have their full attention also.
It's expected to be packed, standing room only everywhere. What does that atmosphere do for this team when you got basically the whole town watching the game?
Well, as an athlete, I mean, you always want to play in front of a crowd, and you always want to play in the bright lights, and that's where, in games like this, and tournament games, and games at the end of the year, your best players have got to be your best players, and whatever team kind of has the cream rise to the top, I think is going to be successful. I think we're very similar teams. We're very evenly matched. I think it's going to be two very, very tight, checking, close, hard, fast hockey games.
We talk about Robbie Payne a lot, but he's showing what he's really capable of doing this year, especially with that funky goal he scored on Saturday.
Yeah. It's funny, goal scorers just find a way to finish plays, and he's had some great chemistry with Darian Craighead, and Zach D'Amatonia and Painter had played together in the past, and we use them now in the shorthanded situation. So Robbie's been obviously a huge part of our offense, and you hope that we can continue to give him opportunities to be able to shoot the puck and score the puck. And I expect him to continue to score, because at this point you are what you are kind of at this point of the year, and he's a goal scorer. So we just got to generate some offense, around him so that he doesn't have to carry the load every night.
What was your process on the line changes between Friday and Saturday? I know you wanted to generate offense, and you obviously didn't work on Friday, but was there a method to the somewhat madness?
Yes and no. You never know if they're going to work or not until you try them. And, we had no practice time with them. I do like Joseph Nardi's pace of play. I like his speed. I think he can push defensemen back through the middle of the rink. And then if he can distribute off the wing, with Adam Rockwood playing his offside, he can kind of come off. If our speed can push the D off the line, Adam can, cut in front of them. Now he's in an area as a distributor, to find two guys who got pretty good sticks. So that was a thought on that line. To be honest, we kind of, we thought maybe, Zach and Denver could have a little chemistry together because they both play so hard. And Brett Heichel, is cut from that same cloth. So, those three guys are, can be pests and pains to play against. And, Denver had 10 hits on Saturday night, and that line, I thought it was Zach's best game of the year. So you hope that combination worked, and and Luke Volton's a guy who has the skill set and has the ability to play with higher end guys, and we wanted to give him an opportunity to see how he did in the game, and he's earned that by working his way up. I think in the past maybe you look at Luke's skill set and you start him high, and then maybe he leaves you wanting a little bit more, and he ends up kind of going down the line, and that's a blow to the player's confidence. So we wanted to start him at the bottom and make him earn it, and he definitely has earned that extra ice that he's gotten.